Wow. Welcome to the Joe Schoen era, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Joe Schoen era. Joe Schoen and the New York Giants have just traded for Darren Waller of the Las Vegas Raiders. They trade their 100th pick in this year's NFL draft, a third-round pick that they actually got for trading Kadarius Toney earlier this season. So if you want to look at it from a logistics standpoint, basically the New York Giants traded Kadarius Toney for Darren Waller. Darren Waller, now 30 years old, has been ranked numerous times as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. He's immediately going to go to that number one spot in front of Daniel Bellinger on the depth chart for the tight end position of the New York Giants. Now, he's had injuries. He's had regression. In the past couple years, it's been nothing compared to his years in 2019, 2020, where with the Raiders, he was known as that one-of-a-kind tight end, one of the top three tight ends in the league, along with Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews. There is no reason why he can't return to that level of satisfaction, I guess you could say, of competitiveness in those two seasons. Actually, in 2019, 2020 is the two seasons I'm talking about. He was with Baltimore prior to that. He's been in the league since 2015 with the Ravens and the Raiders. In that 2019 season, he had a total of 90 receptions on 117 targets for 1,145 yards and 3 touchdowns. In the year after that, had his best year of his career with 107 receptions for 1,196 yards and 9 touchdowns. That is the year where he was the debatable number 2 tight end in the NFL. In his most recent season, he played 9 games for the Raiders last year. Now remember, this was with Derek Carr. 28, I think all of his Oakland Raiders career is with Derek Carr, right? 28 catches, 388 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So significant difference, significant drop off in, I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. Significant drop off in his stats from last year or a couple years ago to last year, this past season. However, the Giants have unlocked a piece of their offense. The Raiders wanted to get rid of Darren Waller. They were talking about getting rid of Darren Waller for a while. The Giants got rid of Kadarius Toney. They got a pick from that. They flipped that pick right back, and it's like we never even had it. And we traded Kadarius Toney for Darren Waller if you're looking at it that way. I will take that every single day. Now, this doesn't mean the Giants are done. This is a trade. I'm going to try and be fine. Let me see if I can, Field Yates tweeted out of ESPN the exact contract details of Waller's contract. He signed through 2026, 4 more seasons. The Giants are going to owe him $11 million in the 2023 season and a $1.25 million per game bonuses for Darren Waller. Past that point, it ranges from $11 million up to $13.5 million in 2026 per year, along with that $1.25 million in pregame bonuses. Now, can he stay healthy? This is the question. Waller has had injury issues throughout his career. Let me see if I can pull up his injury report throughout the seasons. But yes, you hope that Waller stays healthy. That's the biggest part here. Was injured this past season. Let me see if I can find exactly the injury that it was in 2022. So he, in 2022, he had a hamstring injury to force him to go on IR. We'll have to see. I mean, this is what happens. But my God, just looking at this trade right now, welcome to the Joe Schoen era, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Seriously. The Giants got their tight end of the future for at least the significant future of the next 4 or 5 years. Whatever the next 4 years the Giants have him now under contract. And if he stays healthy, this is an absolute steal. I keep on also seeing that the Giants got a 6th-round pick with Waller as well. I don't know 100% if that's true or not. Again, I'm literally, as I'm sure you can tell by this very bad video format, I'm recording this like as the news is breaking. So, yeah. Art Stapleton most recently just tweeted, the Packers offered the Raiders a 2nd-round pick for Waller at the trade deadline. Vegas turned them down. Giants just got Waller for a 3rd. That's Joe Shane right there. That's Joe Shane right there. Wow. So, again, Daniel Bellinger, who's more of a blocking tight end who comes in on run plays, which Giants do. Significant of their offense is based on run plays. He'll be in for that. And Darren Waller will be the pass catcher for Daniel Jones, who the Giants just locked up for another 4 years. So Daniel Jones has his number one target now, and it's not a wide receiver, and that's okay because some NFL offenses, a.k.a. the Chiefs, they have their number one weapons be a tight end. The Giants can do the same thing. You now have wide receivers, Isaiah Hodgins, Sterling Shepard coming back. We'll have to see what happens there. What is it, like Colin Johnson? The Giants got to sign another wide receiver. Do they bring back Slayton? Did they sign a guy like Paris Campbell? I don't think, again, this contract, this is a lot for Waller. If he stays healthy, it's going to be perfect. We'll have to see how it goes. I don't think they're done. That's the best part about this. I don't think they're done. I think they still need to address the wide receiver position. I hope they address the wide receiver position. But this, something you did not expect at all. Alex and I did not expect this at all. You look at free agency, you're looking to maybe sign a backup tight end, maybe. It's more like you're going to draft a guy who's a backup. But maybe you sign a tight end. Maybe you look out there and we'll see, I guess it's a position of need. We actually, I think, talked about this maybe in our free agency preview that there's a few tight ends out there. We were looking at a guy like Tyler Kroft, someone who could just be a kind of a makeshift guy, a one-year fill-in, who could be our starting tight end this year. So, I mean, I'm at a loss for words. I mean, the Giants, they have Daniel Jones as guy now. He missed 13 games the last 2 seasons, so a little worrisome, but a third-round pick is awesome, man. I mean, yeah. Obviously, from what it seems like, it seems like the Raiders didn't want that cap on their hands. They didn't want Waller on their hands, probably because of the injury worry, so they were going to see what they could get for him. But the Giants got him for a steal of a third-round pick. I mean, only a third-round pick that we got from the Kadarius Toney trade. So really, we didn't even have that pick last year, if you're looking at it, right? If you're looking at the Giants picks last season as we're looking at it, they were able to gain this third-round pick from the Chiefs for the Toney trade, and then they just give it right back like nothing happened. Not the worst thing at all. If we're giving up multiple picks for this guy, fine. It's a little bit of worrying. We're paying a lot of money for this guy. Fine, it's a little bit of it's a little bit it's a little bit of a worry. But Giants just got Darren Waller, man, and I know you watching. Remember, 2 to 3 years ago, Darren Waller in that top 2, top 3 conversation for tight ends in the NFL, being placed with the names Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews for one of the best tight ends in the NFL, having multiple seasons, multiple 1,000-plus yard receiving yard seasons in the NFL. 9 touchdowns in, 2020 with the Raiders? How can we incorporate him in this offense? How can he be coexisting with Daniel Bellinger? How can he stay on the field? Those are the questions that need to be answered. But for now, the Giants trade that Kadarius Toney pick, that 100th pick, I think it is, in the NFL draft, for Darren Waller, tight end, former Raider, pick number 100. The Giants have their tight end of the future. And they have a very good piece on offense that Daniel Jones can work with. That's it for this video. Subscribe down below. Drop a like. Let me know in the comments what you think about Waller. I am hyped. I'm very excited. Very unexpected news. Not saying I didn't expect this on a Tuesday afternoon. I did not expect this on a Tuesday afternoon. Did not expect the Giants to make a trade. If anything, a free agent signing of a backup wide receiver. Not a trade for Darren Waller. Not at all. Very happy, very excited about this. Alex and I might record an episode later tonight if more stuff happens, maybe even just about this, more in-depth stuff about the contract, all of that good stuff. But again, just wanted to get this quick video out. Sorry, it was a little messy. It is what it is. I'll see you next time. Peace.